Yeah, good morning students. So today we are about to start a very interesting topic, clock. Student, actually clock, as far as clock topic is concerned, I just want to say one thing to you. Yesterday, in fact, actually we started discussing the evolution of the human culture. In the evolution of the human, actually if you can understand that, the significant invention of a human is like calendar is definitely is the great invention for sure, and apart from that the greater invention is, and what I can tell you is the major invention of a humankind is clock. As I told you yesterday that we the human beings used to live along with animals. We never have any separate privilege at the time. Some thousands of years ago if you take, we don't have any privilege, special privilege. In fact, we are inferior before the animals as we are physically so weak. You can understand that. So physically, as we are so naturally we are so weak, therefore we are inferior when comparing with any other animal. So at the time we and the animals used to live together, and we are quite submissive to the remaining animals. The reason is because of physical inability. But my dear students, because the advantage of the human being is process, thought process. Students, that's what every time I just want to say that if we have the right thought process, obviously we can get the advantage of the other people. Now we are actually discussing the very significance of human evolution, clock. One such evolution is clock. The invention of clock has made some revolutionary changes. You see? So before the invention of clock, how we use it to calculate, how we use it to assess the timings, how we used to assess the timings, my dear students? Yes, it all depends on how the sun rises, when the sun rises. When the sun rises, we start thinking, yes, it is a day. When the sun rests, we used to conclude that it is night. So at the time we used to have only two things, one is day and another one is night, because only sun used to be our clock at the time. Even if you can see, there are some sundial clocks in and around in Kakinada also. In Annavaram also you can see sundial clock. Students, at the time actually sun was supposed to be the clock, because apart from that we never have any plan about the time. How the time is going on, we never know that. It is very difficult for us to when to start the day and when to end the day, and where to meet, how to meet. Everything was a mess up when there was no clock. But once we invented the clock, I can tell you that students, it was a revolutionary invention that make a lot of changes in. Yeah, very good, students. So that is one of the reason why clock is supposed to be the great invention of humankind. So today we discuss something about clock. Probably you the people must be using some digital clocks. I think yes, you are using some digital watches. I think that therefore you never know the importance of how difficult the clock is. Student, just imagine that how difficult the clock is. See, actually in clock we have three hands. One is our hand. You know that we have our hand, and then we have a minute hand, and then we should be having a seconds hand, isn't it? We will be having three different hands. And we must see that the momentum of the hand should be properly guided. So because both the hands, all the three hands should not revolve. Yes, my dear students, so just look at the clock. So in while setting up the clock, you see how the clock is supposed to be set. There must be hour hand, there must be minute hand, and of course there must be second hand. So you can understand that mechanical clocks I am talking about, not talking about digital clocks. Digital clock is very simple, man. Because of the technology, you are enjoying the benefits of the technology, but see how difficult the people used to be when the technology were absolutely new to them. It is not really today, because today we are getting the fruits of the work they did. But in fact, just imagine what kind of pressure they must had when they are trying to invent this kind of mechanical clocks and mechanical inventions, isn't it? Students, so to make a clock is not a joke. So in clock we have to see that hour hand and minute hand as well as second. Okay, right at the moment we forget about the second hand. So while arranging in a clock, we should make sure that hour hand and minute hand must maintain a steady movement. Doesn't mean to say that hour hand and minute hand has to move with the same speed. If they start moving with the same speed, obviously yes, it is absolutely impossible to get the correct time, isn't it? So that is the significance of clock. So how the clock is manufactured, so what kind of precautions they take to maintain the clock, this we are about to discuss today. So today you really enjoy the clock, and once you come to know, oh, this difficulty is, so this is the difficulty in clock, you really enjoy this. Okay, man? So today let me explain you what is the clock and what is the significance of clock. Now just look at the clock. Student, when I mean by saying clock, I mean to say that I am discussing analog clock, not the digital one. Digital one has no mechanical, what I can tell you, mechanical instruments. So it is simply basing on your software. So just forget about that. So when it comes to analog clock, so what is the significance of analog clock and how we handle? Students, first of all you must understand that analog clock, this is the clock, my dear students, this is divided into 60 units, and a clock is uniformly divided into 60 units. Okay, you can call it as 60 minutes. I call it as units and you call it as minutes. Makes no difference. I think you understand, my dear students. So for your kind information, I just want to come again. Come on, student. A clock is uniformly divided into 60 divisions. Of course, units, whatever the name you give, doesn't make any difference. And you the people call it as 60 minutes. Students, just listen to me. As a manufacturer, because I am trying to understand how clock is designed, how clock is made. You understand my point? How clock is made, that is my point. So as a manufacturer, I say that a clock is divided into 60 divisions. But as a user, you say it is 60 minutes. So for you, it is minutes. For me, it is divisions. Tell me, student, I am the manufacturer and you are just using the clock. So see what difficulty I face in manufacturing the clock, right? Okay, student. So now please come to my point. A clock is uniformly divided into 60 divisions. Okay, or I can also say that a clock is uniformly divided into 360 degrees. You can say that this is 360 degrees, and you can say that it is divided into 60 divisions. Therefore, every one division is 6 degrees. Student, am I clear to you? Because you can divide the clock into either 60 divisions or 360 degrees. Therefore, every one division is equal to 6 degrees. So now you understand how the clock is actually. Students, it is not the technology, it is actually we are making use of the technology, but see what kind of difficulty the inventors might have faced. We are using the benefits of the science, but see how science is so difficult, right? So you see how the class is running right now. Actually we are having an online class, but what kind of difficulty the inventors might have faced in really deriving this kind of quality, you know. So that is the most important thing. Yes, students. So when it comes to clock, a clock is divided into 60 divisions or 360 degrees. Therefore, every one division is 6 degrees. Students, I just want to ask some questions to you. You please respond to my question. Now here we go. Students, if I say that minute hand, hour hand is on 3 and minute hand is on 12, may I know that what is the divisions between hour hand and minute hand? Come on, student, please respond to my question. How many divisions do we have when the time is 3 o'clock? How many divisions? You get my point? how many divisions? 15 divisions. Very good, my dear students. We have 15 divisions. See, 12 to 3 we have 15 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every minute is one division. So we have a gap of 15 divisions, and because every one division is 6 degrees, you can say that 90 degrees. So if I ask you in divisions, you say it is 50, and if you say in angle, it is 90 degrees. Yeah. So when the time is 3 o'clock and the gap is 15 divisions, or else you can also say it is 90 degrees. So students, at 3 o'clock we can say that the angle between the hands is absolutely 90 degrees. That is about 3 o'clock, I mean 15 divisions. Okay, my dear students. Now today the first thing in clock is going to be the angle between the hands. First we calculate the angle between the hands, and once we understand what is angle between the hands, then we can move on to next question. Okay, we go one by one, because I know that clock is such a topic that it is a little complicated. Yes, because you never happen to see analog clock. Do you have analog clock at your home, man? Do you have analog clock, something like this? Traditional clocks, do you have? I think most of you must be having digital clock, therefore you never happen to see this. But do you know what is analog clock? You know what is analog clock, students? You understand what is the question I am asking to you? Yeah. So this is a beautiful clock actually. You see, earlier days we used to have an analog clock. At 3 o'clock we used to listen 3 sounds, 1, 2, 3, 3 strikes, and at the time we used to thought, oh, the time is 3 o'clock. It was just 20-25 years ago, but now your generation is fully computerized, therefore you may never know, but yes, it is a beautiful piece of invention. Students, whether you are enjoying the technology or whatsoever, but I just want to say one thing to you. You should understand the science. You must be able to understand the science. If you understand the science, you start understanding technology. See, now this is the basic difference between science and technology. You are enjoying technology, you have the cell phone, you have videos and everything, but the science behind the technology is all important, right? Okay, man. So when the time is 3 o'clock, yes, what you said is the angle between the hands is 90 degrees. Student, now I want to put a question to you, man. Now just listen to me. Let me see how you answer this question. Now here we go. Student, now when the time is 4 o'clock, may I know how many divisions do we have? When the time is 4 o'clock, how many divisions do we have? At 4 o'clock, yeah, the thing is so simple, man, because in terms of divisions we say the angle between the hands is 20 divisions. Division, don't confuse, every minute is a division. You say minute, but as a manufacturer I say division. That is only the difference. Okay, and of course every one division is 6 degrees, then I can say that the angle is 120 degrees. Student, now first we calculate the angle between the hands. So please put the subheading, my dear students. Model number 1, angle between the hands. The first topic we are about to discuss in clock is angle between the hands. If we look at the topic closely, and if we try to understand what is all about clock, it is very easy to come to a conclusions. That is the reason why I just want to focus on the basics. Yeah, my dear students, so please put the subheading. Not understanding? There is nothing to, there is no difficulty, man. The point all in this particular topic lies in a very simple topic. A clock is uniformly divided into 60 divisions, and if you say the clock is uniformly divided into 360 degrees. 60 divisions, you can get it, man. 60 minutes, I say it is 60 divisions. Therefore, every one division is equal to 6 degrees. So what is the angle between the hands? So angle means divisions, or you can convert the same into angle. Student, am I clear to you, man? So do you understand every one division is equal to 6 degrees? Probably you will get the clarity once we answer some questions. Ready? Now yes, I put a question to you, man. Now this is a very simple question. Tell me, what is the angle between the hands? What is the angle between the hands of a clock when the time is 3 o'clock? When the time is 3 o'clock. Students, yes, the question is so simple, man. Because the time is 3 o'clock, you can see that minute hand is absolutely on 12, hour hand is absolutely on 3. See how many divisions do we have? We have 15 divisions. As we come to know that every one division is 6 degrees. This already we get in the previous one. Therefore, 15 into 6. Therefore, your answer must be 90 degrees. This question we already discussed. So, the angle between the hands when the time is 3 o'clock is 90 degrees. Yes, students, I will be explaining once again, no problem. I will make it. Okay. So, this is not a this is not a difficult one. Therefore, I think yes. So, when it comes to divisions, we have 15 divisions, and of course, every one division is equal to 60 degrees. Therefore, the angle between the hands is 60 degrees. Right, my dear students? I think now this is the time that shall I give some changes in the question? Okay, never mind. If I give some changes in the question, let me see how you answer this question, man. Right. In place of 3 o'clock, if I give you 2 o'clock, then what is going to be your answer? What is the angle between the hands when the time is 2 o'clock? Come on, student. Yes. Come on, make it fast. Make it fast. When the time is 2 o'clock. When the time is 2 o'clock, minute hand will be absolutely on 12 and hour hand will be absolutely on 2. See? Absolutely on 2. How many divisions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, we have 10 divisions and every one division is 6 degrees, and hence the angle between the hands is 60 degrees when the time is 2 o'clock. I think yes, we are going in the right direction. Now, I just want to put one more question to you. Here we go. What is the angle between the hands when the time is 8 o'clock? Student, when it comes to angle, we should always consider the least one, isn't it? So, students, if I say that what is the angle between the hands, you say 90 degrees. That's it. You never say 270 degrees, isn't it? So, angle between the hands is always the least one. Therefore, as far as angle is concerned, we obviously consider this particular fraction. So, this we need to know. May I know that what is the angle between the hands when the time is 8 o'clock? Exactly 120 degrees. The reason is at 8 o'clock, if you can see the divisions between the hands is, you can easily count. At the face of the question, we can calculate how many divisions is there. See, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that, we have 20 divisions. And we know that every one division is 6 degrees, and hence the angle between the hands is 120 degrees. Get the point? Okay, man? I just want to make some changes in the question. Let me see how do you answer this one. Okay? Now, if my question to you is what is the angle between the hands when the time is 10 o'clock? Come on, do respond. Because the time is 10 o'clock, you can understand that our hand is absolutely on 10. So, we will be calculating angle this much. Angle is always the least one, man. Angle between the hands is always the least possible answer we get. Exactly. So, when the time is 10 o'clock, you can see that the divisions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, we have 10 divisions and every one division is 6 degrees, and hence we say that the angle between the hands is 60 degrees. Therefore, it's a good mode to see that the first concept in clock is we are trying to find the angle between the hands. Once we understand how to find the angles, we can move on to the next level. That is the benefit. Okay? Come on, student. Now, I just want to give you one more point. Students, now I will be giving you one interesting point. Students, I just want to tell you one thing. So, if I put a question to you, what is the angle between the hands when the time is, for example, when the time is 5 o'clock? Now just listen to me, don't respond to my question, just listen. For few minutes, just listen to me carefully. I am going to give you some interesting point. Okay. Students, if I ask you to find what is angle between the hands when the time is, good. When the time is 5 o'clock, then how do you answer this question? Please don't respond. There is no need to respond. I just want to give some clarity to you. Remember. So when the time is 5 o'clock, students, just listen to me, man, just listen to me. Minute hand will be absolutely on 12, okay, and our hand will be absolutely on 5, right? Our hand will be pointing absolutely on 5 and minute hand will be pointing absolutely on 12. Just listen, just listen. When the time is 5 o'clock. Student, am I clear to you? So when the time is 5 o'clock, so our hand will be absolutely on 5 and minute hand will be absolutely on 12. If I ask you to calculate the divisions, it is very simple. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 divisions. Therefore, 25 divisions, and every one division is 6 degrees. So obviously 6 into 25, therefore your answer is 150 degrees. Yes, my dear students, it is very easy. So when the time is 5 o'clock, yes, it is very easy to calculate, but be careful, man. Please look at my question. But every time the question may not be that easy. Please focus. So it is not difficult when the time is 5 o'clock, but my dear students, I want to put a question to you. So this is a very beautiful one. So what is the angle between the hands when the time is 5:10? Just listen to me, don't respond, just listen to me. Now you need to focus, then you please respond. Okay. What is the angle between the hands when the time is 5:20? I want to draw a picture on the board. Just say whether my diagram is right or wrong. Just look at the diagram I am going to draw and then respond. Don't respond right now. Okay. Student, so the time is 5:10. This is minute hand. This is our hand. Student, now the time is 5:10. Please carefully look at the diagram. Then respond to me whether my diagram is right or wrong. It is wrong. The wrong, yes, it is wrong. The wrong is, it is because, yes, I understand that why you are saying wrong. Student, when the time is 5:10, minute hand will be absolutely on 2. Sure. But our hand, you can't expect this will be absolutely facing 10. No, it won't face 5. It will be moving somewhere. It will be just moving like this. You understand that we cannot say with our naked eyes. See, actually I thought of putting over here, but it is not like that. It will be moving between 5 and 6 o'clock. Student, am I clear to you? At 5:10, minute hand will be absolutely on 2, but our hand will not be on 5. It will be somewhere between 5 and 6, which is very difficult to locate. So tell me, student, so why you say my diagram is wrong? It is because earlier I took our hand on the absolutely on 5, but it should not be taken on 5. It should make a little movement from 5, little movement, very little, but that is very difficult to get. Student, am I clear to you? First of all, you must say that. Am I okay for you? Do you understand what is the difficulty? What is the difficulty? Do you understand why the question, why you say that the angle is wrong? Did you understand that? Is my question clear to you? Is my explanation is clear to you? Yes? Very good. Very good. The difficulty is minute hand will be absolutely on 2, but our hand will not be on 5. It will be having a little movement from 5, but very difficult to identify where it actually moves. Then how to find angle, man? Then how to find angle? Then how to find angle? I have a solution for this. I have a solution for this. Student, listen to me. When the time is 5:10, let me suppose that when the time is 5:10, let me suppose that, student, when the time is 5:10, let me suppose that minute hand was absolutely on 5 and our hand was absolutely, sorry, minute hand is on 2, our hand is on 5. Let me suppose if it is the case, then how many divisions? 5, 10, 15. 15 divisions. 15 into 6, 90 degrees. My dear students, is my 90 degrees, is the answer, is the number I am just giving to you, is not correct. You understand, my dear students? It is not correct. 90 degrees is not correct. Yeah, very good student. I appreciate that. You got the skill. I appreciate that. You the people got the skill. If it is rightly utilized, yes, you can really make wonders. You got the skill. I appreciate that. 90 degrees is not the correct answer. 90 degrees is correct when you thought our hand was on absolutely on 5. You make one mistake. You took our hand on 5. But it is actually not on 5. It should not be. Student, it will be moving a little more between 5 and 6. It will be something like this. Therefore, the angle which you thought of this is not that, it is more than that. You thought of 90, but it is not 90. It is more than 90. Students, am I clear to you? It is more than 90. Am I clear to you? Is it more than 90? Now the question, how much more? A simple technique. How much you have? 10. What is half of 10? 5. Therefore, your answer is 95 degrees. Why we have to divide 10 by 2, I will be explaining after some time. But now at the moment, make it clear, angle is not 90, but it is 95. Students, our specialty comes to play when the questions are little difficult. Let me explain to you by giving one more example. Okay? Yeah. Come on, student. Yes, we can definitely get it, man. We can easily make it. Right. Listen to me. Student, what is the angle between the hands when the time is 5:20? If this is the question, then how do we answer? Yeah. Student, now the time is 5:20. Listen to me. When the time is 5:20, students, just listen to me. Minute hand will be absolutely on 4 when the time is 5:20. And let me imagine our hand on 5. Student, may I know that between these two hands, which hand is not proper? The one hand I have took, just listen to me first. Student, our hand will not be on 5. Minute hand will be on 4 for sure. Yes, that is true. But our hand will not be on 5. It will be a little closer to 6. But the problem is, it is very difficult to identify with your naked eyes. Okay. Let it be. Let the our hand be on 5. Minute hand is anyway on 4. If this is the case, the divisions are 5 divisions. 5 into 6, 30 degrees. At the moment we got 30, but we know that it is not 30, because the reason is the our hand will be a little away from 5. What 30 we have considered, you know? this we considered 30, but the practically it is this. Hence, your answer will be more than 30. How much more? How much more? Simple technique. 20 by 2, you have to add 10. Therefore, your answer is 40 degrees. Student, now a question is given to you. Now it is your turn to answer. Are you ready? Now here we go. Tell me students, what is the time between the hands when the time is 4:10? Move on. What is the angle between the hands when the time is 4:10? Remember the time is 4:10. Students, so when it is 4:10, if it is 4:10, so yes, we can take that minute hand will be absolutely on 2, and let us imagine that our hand is on 4. Actually, our hand is not on 4, it is moving away from 4, but let me imagine it is on 4. If this is the case, 5, 10, we have 10 divisions, 10 into 6, so we will be having 60 degrees. 60 degrees is the answer when we wrongly interpret that our hand is on 4. But as you know that our hand will not be on 4, it will be moving away from 4, isn't it? What is 60 degrees? This is actually 60 degrees, but what is correct? It is more than 60. Therefore, your answer must be more than 60. How much more? By 2. But why by 2? Let me explain after some time. But at the moment, you just do that. So yes, a question is given to you. Now this is your turn. Answer this question. What is the angle between the hands of the clock when the time is 4:10? Yeah, 4:10 already we discussed. Yeah, 4:10. Students, this is wrong diagram. This is correct diagram. The reason is, over here our hand is actually taken on 4, but it won't be on 4. See, it will be away from 4. It should not be absolutely on 4. If it is like this, it is 60, but it is like this, it should be more than 60. Therefore, your answer is 65 degrees. Student, yes, I placed 2 diagrams for your clarity. I just want to make it clear to you. That is the reason I have given. Yes, students, yes. So we are going in the very right direction. Probably another question will help you to get it right. Okay, man? Right. Well done, students. Yes, very well done. Let me give you one more example. So I think you will be able to get my answer right. Right. Here we go. What is the angle between the hands of a clock when the time is 3:30? When the time is 3:30. Students, when the time is 3:30. At 3:30, minute hand will be absolutely on 6. Sure. Our hand will be absolutely on 3. Absolutely. And hence, when this is the case, what is the gap? 5, 10, 15, 15 divisions. And 15 into 6, the angle between the hand will be 90 degrees. But my dear students, is this diagram is right? Is this diagram is right? Come on, is this diagram is right? Student, please respond to my question, man. Is 90 degrees is right? What is the mistake in taking 90 degrees? Where the mistake lies? Where the mistake lies? The reason why 90 degrees is wrong answer, absolutely 90 degrees is obviously wrong. The reason of saying wrong is our hand is taken on 3. Minute hand will be absolutely on 6, but our hand will not be on 3. Hence this diagram is wrong. Hence 90 degrees is wrong. Come on student, please focus completely. How much we took actually? We took this much. this is 90, but in practice this is your value, which means to say that your answer will be less than 90. Less than 90 or more than 90? Come on, man. Less than 90 or more than 90? Oh my God. You got it right, but at the end, yes, your answer is wrong. It is not less than, it is not more than 90, but it is less than 90. You see diagrams? This actually we have taken 90, but actually in practice this is the angle we need to consider, which means to say that the angle is less than. Therefore, come on student, we have to subtract. How much we have to subtract? 15. How I get this 15? 30 by 2. At the moment you just take this, then why we are taking like this, I will be explaining you later. You understand why we are subtracting, man? Because at 3 o'clock it was taken like this, but it is not like this, man, it is something like this. See, it is less than 90 degrees. That is the reason your answer is 75 degrees. Student, yes please, let me know, am I clear to you, man? Okay, some student is asking me, sir, what is the angle between the hands when the time is 4:15? I will answer your question. Yes, my dear students. Please answer this question, then I will come to you. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. So, some of the students raise the question, sir, how to find the angle between the hands when the time is 4:15? Students, is that one you are about to ask me? Right. So, when the angle is 4:15. Listen to me, come on, yes, please come. 4:15, yeah. At 4:15, minute hand will be absolutely on 3. Yeah, that is clear. Our hand will not be on 4. Let me assume that it is on 4. If our hand is absolutely on 4, what is the gap? The gap is 5 divisions. Therefore, your answer will be 30 degrees. But 30 degrees is not the correct answer. The reason 30 degrees is not the correct answer, at 4:15, our hand will not be on 4. Student, I think you understand my point. Yeah. It will be exactly on 3. At 4:15, minute hand will be on 3. 15 minutes will be on 3. But our hand will not be on 4. It will be moving away from 4. You understand that? It will be moving away from 4. And hence I can say that your answer is, see, it will be moving away from 4. Therefore, so tell me student, what is 30 degrees? This is actually 30. But your answer is more than 30. Therefore, you have to add something to this 30. How much you have to add? Half of this 15. What is half of 15? 7.5. Therefore, your answer is 37.5 degrees. But a little bit of confusion is always there. Student, when we are discussing a little complicated topics, something like clock, it is quite natural that you must land up in some kind of confusion, quite natural, but it has to be there, because unless we discuss the complicated questions, how can we get the perfection, man? Now please answer this question. Let me say how you answer this question. Here we go. Okay, man? So this is the question I am just giving to you. Ready? Right. What is the angle between the hands? What is the angle between the hands when the time is 6:10? Respond. So 6:10. 6:10 in the sense minute hand will be absolutely on 2, and let me imagine our hand is on 6. If this is the case, the divisions are 20. So we have a divisions, 20 divisions. See, 5, 10, 15, 20. And hence the angle between the hands is 120 degrees. 120 degrees is not the correct answer, because our hand will not be on 6. It will be moving away from 6. See, this will be our hand, which means to say that angle should be more than 120, what actually we have taken. How much more? How much more? 5. How we get 5? 10 by 2, 5. Therefore, your answer is 125. I believe that yes, you are doing extremely well. But yes, I understand that you must be having a doubt, sir. Why you are dividing that minute? I explain you later. At the moment, you understand how to get the angle. Students, am I clear to you, man? Now you are clear of getting the angle. So you can easily get whatever the question that is given as far as the angle is concerned. One concept is done, but you did not get the complete clarity. You will be getting the same tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be meeting at the same time.